G'day guys, what's cracking? My name is Ralph Mayhew and welcome to the channel where we're doing something a little bit different today. Temu reached out to me and said, can we give you $100 worth of gear to do something creative with, and let's see if it works. So I said, alright, how about we buy a vlogging kit that I'm shooting at the moment, and we use that vlogging kit to see how good it is, and then I tell you honestly what I think of it and you can see if it's for you. And they went, sure. So here we are. Now you may be thinking, Temu, that's kind of dodgy, and I was sort of the same before I knew anything about them. I'd actually shopped on Temu before they sent me any of this stuff or had any contact with me. They try and ship directly from manufacturer to customer, and they miss out the distributor in the middle. That's why they try and keep their prices down, which makes it a little bit dicey in some areas. So you look at a camera and there's only limited edition, and then that camera will never be on again. But there are a variety of 4K cameras, which is what this is. They're also a Chinese company, so they're regulated to a different sort of a set of regulations than maybe other parts of the world, so you need to keep that in mind. They've given me free reign on what happens in this video and what I say. Also, they do a ton of different sales, different ways of getting money. So if you do a bunch of reviews for them, they will send you some free stuff or give you credits towards some free stuff, and all those sort of creative ways a lot of other companies sort of struggle with or back off. It seems like Temu have jumped in with both feet, wanting to dominate the entire world. So thanks Temu for trusting me with this. Thanks audience, you guys, legends, love ya, for risking this along with me. And we're going to do an honest review about whether this gear is something you should invest in and what you can get for, well, for just $100 US. So let's get into it. This is the package that it came in. Going to slice it open and show you what you get for $100. Get a nice bag. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, it's already been sliced open, not by me, but by somebody else when the package came. That's not on Temu though. Let's open this up. Oh, it's a shame that is sliced through, because it's got like a slide here. I could have used that bag for other things. Not to worry. First of all, we've got a camera. So this says it's a 4K digital camera with autofocus and a flash lamp. I wanted autofocus. If it didn't have autofocus, it is a shocker to vlog with. How well that autofocus is another matter. It says accessories, charging cables and transfer cables, and a couple of batteries, 2 batteries, a lens cap. Oh, this is fancy. Comes with a lens, which I don't think is interchangeable. And you've got to remember that you can't just put another one on. It's one unit. It's very light. There's my first impression. As a flip around screen, which I felt was really, really important. You know, it's got a couple of buttons on top. The back looks very familiar. It's zoom in, zoom out, and then your other functions. But first of all, I am going to open the battery pack. Just needs a little bit of persuasion, folks. On there. Ah, that's the power button, and shooting button is there. It looks alright. It's struggling a bit in the light. It doesn't have an SD card in it, so we will need to get an SD card. Your microphone goes in here, mini HDMI, and a USB-C cable there. It's got a menu with a whole bunch of cool stuff on it. All of these cameras are kind of similar and with a little bit of differences. They all do basically, it's just a point and shoot or a point and video. You're not going to get a ton of control where you would expect or hope to get control on these. You put a micro SD card in there, that slides in there, and you push it to get it out. You charge the camera by putting the battery in and plugging the whole camera into the mains with these cables that we talked about just before. It takes video as well as stills. I bought this. I decided I kind of said yes to this whole project because I wanted to give my daughter a camera that she can vlog with and muck about with and play with. So she's been keen on me for ages. So you press mode, it goes to video, and then you press mode again, it goes to playback. Not touchscreen, but that's okay. I've been spoilt with touchscreen. Mode gives you your language, your date and your time, your sounds, the megahertz it shoots in, formats your disc. Comes with an instruction manual that just explains it all. And for a kid to learn about how this works and what you should do, I'm pretty pleased. That's the camera, the main stayer. Then we have, not in any order at all, but I thought we need a bag. Need a bag to carry around, so I got this bag. It's a waste of time you're putting all the prices up of all these things because they change quite regularly, so you probably won't be able to find this exact bag, but you will be able to find a bag very similar to it for a very cheap price and do all this under $100. Lights dead. This just has a ton of pockets, and when I was choosing a bag, I looked at size, I looked at what it was made of, I looked at how it looked, and I can easily fit all my gear in there, and I will do that in due course. Oh, it's like an octopod. You know, when you spend next to nothing, do expect the quality to be a bit shabby. But if you're just vlogging with this, it's pretty good, right? And then you can hang it on stuff. You can do different heights or different levels. You can go vertical if you want. It's all plastic. For a beginner, for someone who's just learning, it's pretty good. Tripod, looking good. That'll also fit nice and easy in the bag. This got a hammering. And the courier, gosh, Temu will be like having a chat to them, I'm sure. So there's a number of different microphones you can get. I opted for one with a windsock and kind of the shotgun that goes on top. The microphone comes in here. Ooh. Clips on to there. That you'll see on the camera, that slides out. It does have a bit of a shock absorber, and it has a TRS plug that I can plug into the side of the camera. I can plug into the rear microphone. It doesn't feel like it's the nicest get up in the world. The microphone is metal, could be more rubbery and soft, so the cradle that it sits in is a little bit tight and rigid. I mean, to be honest, I thought at this point I'd be quite disappointed, me like, oh, do I need to contact Temu and just say, look, the video's not going to work? But so far, so good. Lighting is really important. So I got camera, got tripod, got a bag, got a microphone. Lighting was essential. And when you're vlogging, you don't actually need like a massive lighting setup. So I just wanted something that might work, but work by itself. And so remember, it's all for under $100. So this light is extremely lightweight, just slides in and out like so. Mount it on this little tripod that I think is extendable a little bit, so that diffuses your light, so when it hits your face it's not too bad. And my daughter loves to be creative, and so we have these different colors. Got a remote control, sits halfway up the cable. Hey, look at that, that's pretty light. I think I can turn up its intensity and turn down its intensity. Oh, I go like, I was going to say orange. It is orange, but I can go warm light, white light, studio light. Oh yeah, I can dim it down to nearly off to 1%. And then I can increase it up to bright. And I can do that with all of them. The remote control is really dead set easy. It's like power, up, down, and change the light. So we have our vlogging set up, and you would have seen from the start of this video if it works. Off, unplug it. It's a USB plug. All right, let's stick this stuff in and see how we go. Always put a tripod in these bags first. Camera's got a lens cap, microphone, light. I've got a few other container pockets. There's so much space in here. Oh, I could still put a small child in there if need be. These will fit in at the back. I could put my Z5 in there. Look at that. Z5. No worries. Oh, all for under $100. Okay, so how are we looking? The microphone and clarity of audio should be there. I should be in focus because this says autofocus on the camera. I have a light source warm to my right, and then I have a different light source up here just to bring some more light. I've set it to an ISO of 400, and I've set the white balance to fluorescent lighting so that it doesn't move around and jump around as I talk and as I move my fingers and my hands toward you. Hopefully that's refocused back on my face now. Now, if you order something from Temu and it doesn't work, please get in contact with them and let them know. I'm sure they'd be happy to change it over and fix you up. They don't want you to be ripped off. They want to do right by their customers. And let me know what you think of the quality of this video. Is Temu something that you would trust and an avenue you would pursue if you want a cheap vlogging setup, for example, that would benefit, say, your kid? Because I'm going to give this to my daughter, and maybe you'll see her in the tube soon. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, give it a like, be gentle but honest in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here, and I hope this video doesn't turn you off my channel forever, but I wanted to do